Red Earth Theatre on virtual tour. Calm and creative in a time of crisis. This video has captions and voiceover for access. You can mute voiceover on your volume control if it's not needed. Mindfulness for deaf and hearing families. Session 6, Moving Forward with Rebecca Ann Withey. Hi, I'm Rebecca Ann Withey. I'm a relaxation therapist, and for a long time I've been teaching mindfulness. I'm also a performing artist. I work freelance with Red Earth Theatre, who launched an online project called Calm and Creative in a Time of Crisis. This video is part of that project. For 6 weeks I've been teaching different topics, with today being the final mindfulness video. Mindfulness can be used by anyone: children, teenagers, adults, families, artists. It's useful in supporting mental well-being. I've covered a different topic in each session, and this week we look at moving forward. As we look at creating a plan to make space in our daily lives for mindfulness. So, as we focus today on moving forward, it will involve answering self-reflective questions, which you can write down and keep for yourself. You'll need a piece of paper and a pen to use for this. After we've completed the questions, I will guide you through a 3-minute breathing space to conclude our practice together. Make sure you won't be disturbed with pen and paper at hand. The first question to ask yourself and write down, remember you don't need to tell anyone this. Looking back over the last 6 weeks, as we tried different mindfulness exercises, which mindfulness exercise felt most useful to you? When you're ready, write down your answer. Second question. With the exercise that you found most useful, realistically speaking, not hopefully, when can you actually fit that into your life? How can it fit into your personal schedule? Morning, evening, whenever opportunity arises? In all honesty, when can you fit this in? Third question. At the start of the course, we tried a breathing space, which helps in times of stress or if you need time out. What are your triggers or warning signs that let you know you need a breathing space? How do you identify when you need a time out? What do you feel or think? How do you recognise you need a breather? Write down your thoughts. We previously talked about mindful activities, enjoyable things or hobbies that you have. It's when you feel calm and focused, perhaps gardening, playing sports, cooking, whatever it is. Question 4. Can you write down what mindful activities you can regularly do and enjoy at home? Question 5. Bearing in mind your mindful activity or hobby, realistically, when can you find time in your daily life to fit this in? Where? When? Write down some ideas you may have. Question 6. What activities do you often do that don't make you feel great at the end of it? Perhaps feelings of stress or overwhelmed. Could be too much internet use or social media overload. It could be a heavy workload. What activities do you do every day that don't lead to feelings of calm? Can you spot what activities aren't good for your mental health? Question 7. As you've written down some things that aren't positive or which easily send you out of balance, how can you realistically reduce or stop those? This is to create more positive outcomes for you. How can you change or reduce those activities? Question 8. What do you value as most important in your life? Make a short list. What is important to you? Can you write down your priorities? Question 9. Looking at what you've written as your values, how do you connect with those values each day? For example, if you wrote family as a value, can you make time connecting with family each day? How do you achieve your values in your life? Finally, question 10. You've been practicing mindfulness for 6 weeks now. What have you discovered, if anything? This answer will actually be your motivation to carry on as this course comes to an end. Through learning mindfulness, what did you discover? We can now put the questions and answers aside, and we'll complete the session with a guided brief meditation. When you're ready, sitting comfortably in your chair, letting your feet sit firmly on the ground, your posture tall and comfortable, hands resting on your lap or however you prefer. And just allowing your body to become heavy. You don't need to hold yourself up. Letting your feet really rest on the ground. Noticing the points of contact with the chair, under your legs or against your back. Noticing how your breath feels now. How are you breathing now? Encourage the breath to relax into a natural rhythm. Breathing as deeply or as lightly as feels comfortable. Where in the body do you feel the in and out breath? noticing any thoughts or feelings arising. Remembering right now you don't need to do anything. Nowhere to go, nothing to plan. We're sitting and breathing, that's all. Watching every in-breath and out-breath with gentle curiosity. Not trying to change the breath, but riding the waves of each breath, following them with interest. Watching the breath is the only thing we need to do. It's enough to just sit and be. Feeling the body fully as a whole, in touch with our physicality, allowing any discomfort or tension to simply be, but breathing with and encouraging relaxation. Reminding ourselves to re-divert our attention back to the breath every time the mind wanders, returning back to the breath each time. Choosing one part of the body you feel most in touch with the breath and staying with it. Accepting that the mind naturally wanders, knowing we can train our mind to return to the breath and the body by sitting and practicing often. It's just the practice of breathing. Reminding ourselves we can return and reconnect with the breath anytime, anywhere. The breath is always constant in our lives. Turn the breath into a friend, an ally. We can give ourselves time as often as we need to sit, recharge, be inspired and simply breathe. We don't always need to follow our thoughts or tick off a to-do list. We can make time to sit and breathe and be. You can pause the video if you want to sit for longer. Otherwise, feel free to stretch or move around. Returning to a more alert awareness. You're now ready to continue with your day. Thank you for watching. I do hope you enjoyed this mindfulness series. Today was the final session, but you can watch all videos on Red Earth Theatre's YouTube channel. Be sure to check out Red Earth Theatre's website too for more details of calm and creative sessions or workshops. If you found this useful and perhaps want to donate, see National Emergencies Trust Coronavirus Appeal. The charity supports vulnerable communities at present. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Take care. Bye. Series commissioned by Red Earth Theatre. Stay in touch with Red Earth Theatre. Look for their website, Facebook page or Twitter. Calm and creative for deaf families. Go well, stay safe. This is an Arts Council England funded project.